Amen.
Woo!
Hello.
Hello. Oh,
I made some notes last night when I was drunk on my phone, so we'll see how this goes. Can everybody hear me? Yeah. Hear me okay over here? You hear me? You hear me? Okay. All right. So hello and welcome. I'd like to start this speech somewhat unconventional with a toast, as this accomplishment is not one to overlook. Through all my years of attending events, family gatherings, dinners, the occasional mass, quite frankly anything with the start time, I have to raise my glass to Aaron for picking the biggest day of his life to actually show up on time for the first time ever. All right. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Keith Conrad. I am Aaron's younger brother. And I'm honored to stand up here today as Aaron's best man. Before I say anything else that shames my brother, I'd like us all to take an opportunity to thank the people whose savings accounts made this weekend possible. Jackie's mom and stepdad, June and Dave. Jackie's dad, Ron. And my parents, Michaeline and John. And, you know, from my understanding, the only major fight during this whole wedding planning is if they were going to allow my parents and their friends, the Poolies, theme song to be played, the chicken dance. No, seriously, they actually like that song. You guys don't know that, but they do. They really do. You know, it's really great to see so many people here today. Celebrating with Aaron and Jackie, albeit there's many faces that are unfamiliar to me. Aaron's cell phone's never been too full for more new friends. Every time I talk to him, he's telling me about his new man crush he's doing something with. I mean, he always asks me so nonchalantly, "Oh, you haven't met Mike or Frank or whoever the flavor of the week is." I'm like, no, Aaron, I've never met them before. How did you know them? Oh, I was getting a Slurpee at 7-Eleven and they told me that they like boating. Yeah. Growing up as Aaron's younger brother, it was quite eventful. Quite honestly, I don't know how my parents didn't lose all of their hair or their sanity. But for me, it was like having a front row seat at a Broadway play night in, night out. For starters, Aaron was one of the last great prank callers, before caller ID killed that pastime. He had an alter ego called Matt Ralph, and he hit most of the 630 area code before he inadvertently stumbled on a number that was costly. Next thing we knew, we had 4 squad cars at our door asking to search our place. And Matt died a quick death, or at least that's what he told my parents. He also had this very rare ability to puke on demand. All he needed was a banana and another kid's bike seat. But above all was his training at an early age to be a dentist. If you had a tooth that was even partially loose, he would ask to look at it and then yank it out before you knew it. I mean, the beauty of all this was for me that, I was usually a co-conspirator, but Aaron, being the older brother, always received the blame. He would just, the thing was, it's not that he would fall on the sword for me or anything like that. He would just expend so much time and energy of my parents trying to convince them his actions were justified. And by the time they got to me, they were just exhausted, and they said, whatever. But you know, above all was his numerous run-ins with teachers. Oh boy. From the 7th grade teacher that threw his history video across the room for sexual innuendos, to the high school teacher who nearly prevented him from graduating. He was far from the model student. So needless to say, when I found out a few years ago that he was dating a junior high teacher, I was slightly perplexed. Was this a twisted joke by Erin? I mean, did I need to warn her that managing junior high behavior would be a round-the-clock job now? Or maybe she's using him for show and tell. But her mischievous boy, that there's still a chance to turn it around in life. All I knew, this was not going to last. Erin and teachers are like oil and water. But here, we stand today on their wedding day, and I was clearly proven wrong. I think the two of you are a couple that I know will stand the test of time. But if you don't see Erin at brunch tomorrow, you'll know he was serving out of detention for his behavior tonight. For somebody that had such a tough childhood, at least according to Erin, you would have thought he would have shown a little more interest in his 20s of moving out of my parents' house.
Woo!
Every time I'd come home for a weekend, there was a new girlfriend living there, rent-free, usually with her clothes occupying my closet. I honestly thought my parents would move out before he did. I really did. But, you know, once he finally did move out just before the clock struck 30 on him, it was only a few years before his dog Harry was living back underneath the roof. I honestly think that there may be some magnetic pull with Erin in that house. I'm just happy that Jackie is naturally maternal. Or their kids would end up being raised at the Lyle estate so Erin could still sleep in on his days off. It's really no secret. Erin and I, we're built different. We're different people. He runs into fires, I run away. He owns a maintenance company, I nail my hand into the wall if I try to hit a picture. I yell my life if we're 5 minutes late. He's never been on time in his life until today. But despite our differences and the distance between us, we're both Conrads. I'll always be here for you and your family.
You could do it.
It's rare to have such a public opportunity to tell your brother how much you love him. That's what I say to you right now. I'm proud of you for the hard choices you made in life to get to this point. There were, oh God, many girlfriends that left me sleepless at night. And that one day they could be my sister-in-law. But with Jackie, you really hit one out of the park. You're leaving here a lucky man today, as you're getting an amazing, sweet, and beautiful wife. She's warm and caring, will be a great partner, and mom someday. Jackie, don't think you're leaving here empty-handed at all. Oh no. You'll leave here today with, you have a gorgeous dress and a bouquet of flowers. But being married for almost 5 years to my wife Amy, or I should say, happily married to my beautiful wife Amy, I kind of felt it was my duty to just have some advice for the two of you.